Hi, I'm Nina, and I'm going to be the social worker that's interviewing. And the occupational focus that I'm doing is a college student. Okay, we'll start off by, what is your name?
April Harmon.
April.
It's spelled, the last name is spelled Hoerrmann.
Okay. Part 1 is going to be about personal and family dimensions. We already said what your name is, and that's April.
Mm-hmm.
And how old are you?
35.
35. Where were you born?
In Milan, Missouri.
Tell me about the family you were born into, and tell me something about your early lives.
I was born into a family community, a family farm, which is still growing today. I mainly just helped my dad on the farm. When I was barely out of diapers, I was riding the tractors with him and everything. Helping him take care of cattle and hogs.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 brothers.
Just 2 brothers?
Yep, no sisters.
Recall one special early memory about a family member and describe it in detail.
It's probably with my dad. I brought a tree home from school, and me and Dad planted it out in the yard, and it's still growing today. It's probably one of the earliest memories I have.
Who in your family do you mostly aspire and why? Admire. Sorry.
Probably my dad.
Yeah.
Because he always worked long hours to make sure us kids always had everything that we needed. We may not have had everything we wanted, but everything we needed.
When did you leave your parents' home and under what circumstances?
When I moved out when I was 18, and I moved off to college in St. Joe.
Okay. If married, how long have you been and where are you married? And did you remarry?
I have not been married.
Okay. Do you have any children, grandchildren?
No.
Okay. What is your greatest joy that your family brings to you?
Love.
Love. Why love?
Because every time I come home, they all conjugate around me, and we visit, we sit back and enjoy, tell each other stories.
Okay. Part 2 is the health dimension, and we're going to talk about the physical part. How is your health? Excellent, good, fair, or poor?
Good.
Good. How do you stay healthy?
I try and eat right.
Eat right. Do you exercise?
Yeah. Since it's warming up, I'm going to exercise more, but...
Yeah. Have you ever been hospitalized, and what was the experience like for you?
I have been hospitalized. It's when I had my major surgery. And I feel better after I had it. But I didn't realize the pain that I would have been in when I come out of surgery.
Do you meet with a physician, another health provider, or a healer?
No.
No?
Not on a regular basis.
Okay. We're now talking about her social, and describe a typical day in a household. What does it start and how does it end?
A typical day in my household?
Yes.
I normally get up, I walk my dogs, I sit and kind of relax for a little bit, and then I get ready for school, go to school, I come home, and I get to do homework.
Homework. Okay. Does your typical day involve any religious rituals?
No.
No. What did you eat throughout the day?
today?
Yeah. Sure.
Some chips,
Chips.
a sandwich from Hardee's, and about 3 Mountain Dews. I think that's it.
What do you do for entertainment or for fun?
I sit back and watch TV a lot. If I have time. That would be better if I had time.
Do you have a favorite book, radio, TV program, singer, actor, or actresses?
No, not really.
No.
I'm kind of a diverse. I kind of watch everything. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the education. And what was school like? What type of school did you attend?
I attended a public school.
Public?
Yeah. I suppose this is about high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I attended a public school.
Okay, and what was school like for you?
I don't know. It was school. We were a small community. I only had like 34 kids in my class, so it was, all of us knew each other all the way clear up until we graduated. And we still associate some outside of school.
If you attended a varsity, which is you do, what's your major?
Social work.
Social work. What do you want to do after you're done with school?
I would like to work for the veterans.
The veterans?
To help them out and try and place them in better standings than what they could possibly be in now.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the emotional part. And what has been some unexpected turns in your life?
When my fiance was killed.
Okay. What do you do to cope with change?
Now I talk. When I had a close death in the family, I dealt with it with alcohol, the pain. Now I talk to people, which helps.
How do you handle stress in your life?
I keep pushing forward.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the mental part. What special talents or hobbies do you have?
Hobbies?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I don't think I have any hobbies.
Yeah. Do you have any special talents?
No.
No?
Well, I like to talk to people.
Right, talking to people. What kind of events were instrumental in shaping who you would ultimately become?
My parents.
Your parents?
They gave me the foundation to be the person I am today.
That's good. And were there any others who shaped who you became?
My family.
Family.
Family was the bigger one that gave me the foundation, but my parents started it.
What about any events?
Any events? Probably when my fiance died. It showed exactly how strong I truly am. Because I not only carried almost a 3.0 GPA average for the semester when he was killed, and I could live through that too, and not let my grades drop at the same time.
Yeah, of course. Did this goal change over time? Like your goals that you ever had?
Oh, yes. I first started to be an ag major when I first went into school.
An ag major?
An ag major.
What's
an
that?
agricultural.
Oh.
And then when I got sick, I switched to social work.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to talk about her culture and how are special occasions celebrated in your family town?
Special occasions?
Like weddings, birthdays, funerals.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Like, there's certain rituals that you do at weddings, and there's certain rituals that you do at funerals.
The weddings, we all visit.
Isn't
There's always alcohol involved.
drinking?
Funerals is normally we just sit around and we reminisce about the people that had passed. Total stories.
Okay. What about birthdays? You just do the cake and...
The cake and ice cream.
Yeah.
And, of course, give the presents.
Okay. What festivals do you celebrate that are unique to Russia? That's kind of hard.
I don't think we have, we have, like, at home we have, like, a homecoming type thing where everybody in the area gets together and just it's kind of like a festival type thing for an entire weekend. But other than that, that's about it. But I don't know if that's equivalent, I don't know if they do that in type stuff in Russia or not.
Do you do the Renaissance Festival?
No.
Oh. Can you describe some local customs? For example, in my house, we serve black-eyed peas and cabbage on New Year's Day.
Probably some of the local customs, and it's mainly with our family, is Mom always takes the kids out, and it's me and my brothers out for our birthday for dinner. And since I moved down here, it's harder for her to do it, so normally she takes me out when she gets to come down and see me.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the spiritual life, missions, and purposes. To what extent has spirituality or religion become a part of your life? And what age did that become important into your life?
It probably become important. God probably become important in my life in 2009. Because I become sick in 2007. And by 2009, I was going through some pretty harsh treatments. And there was days I couldn't even hardly get out of bed.
Because of your physical health?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you feel is your greatest accomplishment in life?
Becoming well.
Becoming well? Like physically?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're on part 3 of the interview, and it's community dimensions. And the first one is economics and politics. Where have you lived as an adult, and how did you come to live there?
I've lived in several places around, and a lot of it was just the rent when I moved. But probably the biggest jump that I moved was when I moved down here, and that was to go to school.
Springfield is school.
Yeah.
Okay. And what types of jobs have you held? Describe them.
I have worked in an insurance office. I have worked in a processing plant, a slaughter plant. I've worked as a crop adjuster that if farmers have losses, we go out. It's like a car adjuster. If you've got damage, they come out and look at your car.
Mm-hmm.
But we would look at crops. I used to raise baby pigs. I've worked at gas stations.
You worked a lot.
Yes, I have.
Alright, how do you feel about your job?
My job I have now, I work at a gas station, and I love it. Because I get to meet new people. My hours never change. I know what my days off are.
Do you vote, and do you believe voting makes a difference in policy at the local level?
I do vote. And I think at times policy does make a difference at a local level.
Okay. Now we're going to talk about safety. And how long have you lived at your current home?
I've lived here for almost 2 years.
2 years. How well do you know your neighbors?
Not at all.
No. Do you lock your door at night?
Every night.
What about your car?
Nope. They want to steal my car, they can have it. I don't keep anything important in it either.
Have you ever been victimized by a crime?
No.
No. Do you feel safe in your local community?
Yes, I do.
What if anything would you improve about your community?
I don't think I'm going to change anything down here. Because, I mean, yeah, it's a city, but it still gives me the hometown feel that I have even from being in a town that's a third. I mean, my apartment complex is bigger than my hometown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I still feel like I have a small town feeling down here, so I like it.
And you're, like, more farther away from Springfield, too.
Yeah, I'm kind of out here, and that's the part I like.
Yeah. Would you like to add anything to this interview?
Nope.
Tell about yourself? Okay. Thank you for your time, and the interview is concluded.